Roll call, please.
Donna Corbin-Sabinski.
Here.
Kevin Zorda.
Here.
Virginia Higley here. Robert Chagnon, Jane Smith, absent. Carrie Ann Howe.
Here.
Kelly Hemler, absent. Marie Pisner.
Here.
Marcy Talisio's absent. And Robert Hendrickson.
Here.
Good. And I'd like to seat the alternates, please. Okay.
Okay.
Good. Fire evacuation procedures. In the event of a fire or emergency, you could exit the door to my left and out and down the stairs and away from the building. Or a quicker route, maybe the doors in the back of the room. Again, out the door and away from the building. Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Excuse me. Correspondence, we received the Habitat, right, and we received the June 10th and 17th Solitude Lake Management memos. Okay. And we also have a notice, NPDES permit renewal we received. And then through email, we received some requests that were for inland wetlands permit and some enforcement updates for that we're going to be discussing later on today. So those came today in the email. Okay, that's it for correspondence. That's my commissioners list. Next on the agenda is commissioners' correspondence updates, if anything. Am I right? Anybody have any updates or left? No? Okay. Next is approval of minutes for June 4th.
I make a motion, we approve the minutes of June 4th.
Second.
All in favor? Oh, take a roll call. Sorry.
Donna.
Yes.
Kevin.
Yes.
Virginia, yes. Carrie Ann.
Yes.
Marie. Robert.
Yes.
Okay.
5 in favor, 1 abstain, motion passes. Also, I'm looking at the minutes, I forgot, we did get some correspondence that Commissioner House sent us, which was great for the
Yes.
materials from the meeting, so thank you very much on that. That was good.
You're welcome.
We have no legal ads, we have no public hearings, so now we have old business, which is all tabled, the review of our bylaws, review of our amendments. We're still waiting responses for those. Next is public participation. So if there's anybody in the audience that would like to speak regarding items not on the agenda? Is there anybody that would like to speak regarding items not on the agenda? And
I was going to say, unless they're hiding.
unless they're hiding, I know. One last time. Yeah. Anybody that would like to speak regarding items not on the agenda? Seeing none, we move forward. New business is our wetlands permit, IW 602, 44 Lake Drive, wetlands permit for the construction of 1,250 square foot addition with an attached garage and a 300 square foot rear deck for a total of 1,550 square feet, building footprint, located within 100 feet of wetlands in Crescent Lake. Lisa Cressati, owner applicant, map 097, lot 0048, residential R33, zone and located within the Lake Overlay District. Hi, is that you? Yes. Come on forward. If you can come forward to the table, okay? Thank you. And just state your name and address for the record.
Lisa Cressati, 44 Lake Drive, Enfield, Connecticut.
Hey, welcome.
Thank you.
So we have your information for your application. If you'd just like to give us an overview. And
I have an existing house on the property that's about 30 by 30 with a full basement. The lot was originally 2 lots that were many, many years ago merged into one, so it's an oversized lot for the area. And I'm looking to put an addition onto it, which would include a 2-car garage, a master bedroom suite, a wet room, entryway, and a upstairs bedrooms. So that although the construction's not going to take place over the lake or in the lake, because it's within the 100-foot boundary of the lake, I'm here asking for your permission to proceed with that, with the controls that they outlined in the, I had an engineer and a surveyor that went out to the property and recommended erosion control and other procedures to
The silk
protect
fencing.
the
there.
lake during construction.
Okay, does anybody have any questions, or?
Will you need to take any trees down?
No.
Okay. Okay, that answers my question. Thank you.
I actually have a question. The proposed topsoil stockpile off to the northwest corner of the property, what is the grade? Because I note in the application that you do say that there's portions of the property that are greater than a 15% grade. So that'd be like a slope towards the lake?
No, it's flat there.
Yeah.
Okay.
If
Just-
you're
just by
looking
the
at the existing house
lake.
from the street, it's to the left, and it's fairly flat there.
Okay, and-
The property itself is fairly flat, and then when you get to the lake, there's like a bank.
Right.
And all the shrubbery and stuff along the bank that kind of holds the bank in. The construction will be back beyond, closer to the street than the existing residence by about 8 feet.
Well, except for the deck, which actually
Except for the deck.
extends past the house. And you're going to have silt fencing around the proposed topsoil stockpile
Yes,
and around the entire construction site?
and along the lakefront.
Okay.
Any questions? Anybody else have any questions or concerns, or? Is the original garage that's out front gonna stay?
That will be used for storage during construction, but then will be demolished after the construction's complete. The new driveway will run through there up to the new garage.
Oh, okay, it's gonna go, I was wondering how that was gonna go. Okay.
And the existing driveway's going to be removed and reseeded and,
Yes, that'll all be grass, where the existing turnaround driveway is, U-turn.
Yeah.
Are you aware of these comments from the engineering department? Or has she seen these? You know, okay.
Yeah,
Jen sent it to you, I saw in an email.
About the infiltrators.
yeah, I think the recommendation was to remove the infiltrators,
Yeah.
which the revised plan was submitted, which had the roof drainage coming right into the grass.
To the
so-
grass, right, okay.
Did they need a planting schedule or anything?
What's that?
Do they need a planting schedule for the removal?
They don't need one because of the requirements of zoning, not through us, but through zoning, they'll need to
P&Z.
do one.
Okay. Anything else that I have?
We might want to put something in about wetlands seeding. You know, in other words, there's certain grass seed that's made for wetlands. And that might be, it's easy, you know, it's just like regular grass. It just
But it's
holds better for the
not,
wetlands.
it's not,
It's not wetlands,
it's not wetlands.
The lake.
Well, regulated area, excuse
Yeah.
me. I call,
in the,
you're right,
in
I
the
stand
engineer's-
corrected.
Yeah,
In the engineer's plan on page 2, there is a section there about the types of grass.
plantings, yeah,
Yeah, planting stuff, yeah.
yeah.
In the notes.
yeah, it's Kentucky bluegrass, creeping red fescue, perennial ryegrass.
Yeah. It's lawn grass.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So you're staying within the nature of the
Yeah.
property?
yeah.
Yeah. It's a typical
Yeah.
grass mixture for here. Little high on the bluegrass, but you got a lot of water, so you're good.
About 70. You want to make a motion?
I
You have
will.
to make that revision?
Yes, yeah. All right, I will make a motion that we approve IW number 602, 44 Lake Drive, proposed building additions with our standard,
They removed one.
conditions. However, removing number 6 and including number 10, 11, 19, 21, 22, and 23. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. there.
Do I have a second?
Second,
Okay, can I have roll call, please?
Donna,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Virginia, yes. Carrie Ann,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Marie,
Yes.
and Robert.
Yes.
7 in favor, motion passes. Thank you very much.
Thank you for your time.
We're not as mean as they say.
I have nothing but good experiences with the town.
Oh, good.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Good luck.
Yes, you
Same
too.
to you.
Okay. Next on the agenda, oops, sorry. Next on the agenda is the agent approval authorization, AAA 121, 0 Shaker Road, agent authorization approval request for an installation of the new sewer lateral line that will be crossing the existing paved driveway of Advanced Auto Parts located in the state right-of-way and within 100 feet of wetland soils and abutting a designated no-mow area for the proposed fire training facility, Shaker Pines Fire District Number 5, owner applicant, Industrial 1 I-Zone. So, would you like to?
Basically, you described the project and the applicant, upon research, we noticed that there was a no-mow area nearby. So given the sensitivity, the applicant's proposing proper erosion and sedimentation best practices to ensure no disturbance and protection around the wetlands, soils, and no-mow area. So
It's basically, they're just
they're
putting,
just digging up something that's already impervious to put,
yeah,
connect the pipe.
connect the pipe and put it back down again. so,
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
We gotta make a motion?
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right, I will make a motion,
Agent approval.
yep, that we allow agent approval for AAA number 121, 0 Shaker Road.
Second,
Okay, roll call?
I didn't have my thing on.
Donna,
Yes.
Kevin,
Yes.
Virginia, yes. Carrie Ann,
Yes.
Kelly,
Yes.
Marie,
Yes.
Robert.
Yes.
7 in favor, motion passes. Okay. Next is an enforcement report for IW 569, 146 South Road, wetland permit for various activities related to the agricultural activities, retail nursery and landscaping services uses at 144 and 146 South Road, SNR property, applicant owner, map 55, lot 8, and map 55, lot 6. And Rick's not here, so you're gonna,
Okay,
Speak
so basically, we provided you with the citation from a zoning perspective, because that is the route that we are going to be pursuing this violation. The wetlands permit was approved January 5th, 2016, and the public hearing special permit application was approved May 25th, 2016. So Rick provided a report on June 3rd, 2019, at your meeting regarding the matters for 146 South Road. And as he stated, because it's a reoccurring issue with the stockpiling of materials in the front yard, he was able to go straight to a citation per the town ordinance. So that's where we're at with the applicant today. He's basically being fined $150 per day. He also did not request for a hearing or complete the request for a hearing form. So that's what we have for him.
Do we know exactly where his property ends in reference to the plaza? Because I noticed lots of the trees are gone.
I believe he was allowed to cut some trees
Right.
down over there.
Yeah, he was, but is that all his property? In other words, where's the line?
The site plan should delineate exactly where the property line is.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a large area of trees that we knew were going to be cut down because there was going to be mum fields. He's going to plant mums there.
Right, and put those pools in or something.
Well, the retention
The
pond, yeah.
plant houses.
Yeah, yes. And those, and the two properties were officially
That was my question.
merged? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and I still don't remember having two ponds on the original approval for us. I know it shows it on here, but I don't remember, I only remember one, the one in the back.
I've
I
reviewed
I don't remember the
files.
second pond either.
I can review it again. That one was incorporated with the special permit approval, so I can try pulling the wetlands file and any older files we may have for him.
Yeah.
Now that they've merged the two lots, is a copy of that in the wetlands folder? Because that was one of the conditions of approval.
I'd have to double check that because
Yeah,
this
because it was
application
supposed to be
before.
shown to us and then put in the file. That was one of the
Yeah.
conditions.
Right. I don't think we saw it.
And the applicant is still under construction. He does have a deadline of 2021 to complete it, but he can also ask for an extension through the Planning and Zoning Commission to extend it for an additional 5 years, so 10 years total from his approval.
Oh, and the other piece I didn't remember was the parking lot next to the house.
Yeah.
I don't remember that either being on there.
They might have put it on planning.
Yeah.
They might have put it on with the planning, but we don't remember it from wetlands.
Okay. We'll review it.
Okay. Okay, guess we can't do anything with it right now.
Yeah, unfortunately, from a wetland standpoint, there is no current cease and desist order for them. They're only having a cease and desist order for zoning enforcement.
Yeah, Kevin brought up something.
Yeah, just in our, I'm not sure what the official title of this is. From the book, this is on, it looks like Section 2 Enforcement Procedures, under number 5, Court Action. Let me put this on. It says a wetlands agency should consider court action if administrative approaches fail to resolve a violation and as a means to collect civil penalties. If an agency experiences difficulty enforcing an order or if the impact of a violation is so severe that the agency determines that an order is not sufficient, the agency may pursue court action and may request that the court assess penalties. And then it lists Connecticut General Statutes, Sections 22A-44B, and also 22A-44C, which says that the inclusive shall be fined not more than $1,000 for each day during which such violation continues, or be imprisoned not more than 6 months, or both. And then for subsequent violations, such persons shall be fined not more than $2,000 for each day during which such violation continues, or be imprisoned not more than 1 year, or both.
That's what the courts can do. But what we are
Well, that's
permitted
the-
to do is a maximum fine of $1,000.
That's
Total.
the general statute. Yeah,
That's what the courts are allowed to do, not us.
right. Well, we can't imprison them, but
That'd be
once we have
good.
our new regulations, we can impose the penalty.
Can we get a jail in the town hall?
No, basically, well, they don't have a cease and desist order. From a wetlands perspective, they
Right.
don't have a cease and desist order. So without a cease and desist order, we can't proceed to a hearing,
Right.
nor can we go to our town attorney to seek,
Yeah.
counsel from them to see what the agency would like to do so that we can then go to court. It does cite that we can proceed, seek an injunction, but the civil penalties, as Commissioner Howe stated, is only $1,000. The
Right.
courts are the ones that can do $1,000 per day and assess the civil penalties.
Right. So would it be advantageous for us to actually do a cease and desist in order to back up the
Well,
ZBA?
right now, we do have a current cease and desist from a zoning perspective
Right.
where we are able to find the permittee. So right now, we're doing it that way because the special permit, I don't know if you notice on the document, it also states as a condition of approval that anything that was issued with the wetlands permit is also applicable in their
Yeah.
special permit.
yeah.
I don't have the I'm looking for the language right
Yeah, I
here.
understand. Yeah.
So we're kind of doing it with both.
Backing it that
It's,
way.
You know,
it's the
that
second paragraph under violation, violation 1, special use permit, PH 2836, plans and approvals, and inland wetlands permit 569, the stockpiling of materials in front of the parking area.
And on the special permit I highlighted right here, this property is also subject to the conditions of the inland wetlands permit number 569. So the special permit is covering you guys right now.
In that way.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Okay, well, thank you. Okay. Next on the agenda is reports from the planning staff.
The only thing we received was Commissioner Shagnon was reappointed last night at the town council meeting.
I received that today.
Yeah.
Okay. So everybody's up to date.
Yep.
Any new applications?
No new applications.
Anybody have anything else?
I actually have one question. Maybe we want to talk to the town attorney and maybe get an opinion from the state attorney as to whether or not producing mulch is an agricultural activity and farming. Because I understand that there may be some new potential businesses wanting to come into town and do that.
I do what? Produce
Produce mulch.
Yeah, but that could also be part of forestry and some of that as well, and so.
But that's
So we
if
would need
it's
something saying
yeah.
exactly what
Yep.
producing mulch
Right.
would come under. Is it a manufacturing? Is it farming? Is
Yep.
it forestry?
and how it
Just for clarification.
and how it pertains to whether it's from your own property
Yep.
and brought in.
Yeah.
Good
I got it.
Okay. Do we have anything else?
Just a quick question. So has the when are they going to start construction on the AAA building that we approved?
They just recently were approved. They did a site plan modification recently at the last meeting, so they still have to receive their approval letter. And then once they receive their approval letter, they would have to meet the conditions of approval from the original special permit that has yet to be filed on the land records, and as well as the new one that they just received approval for their site plan review application.
Just because I was noticing that they're tearing down part of Bob's, and I was
Oh, that's for
surprised.
something else.
Right, and I was surprised that we didn't see any of that come through us.
That was more building interior, and then the exterior facade. They're going to be doing a
Just the
Home
facade.
Sense and an
Okay.
Ulta over there
Cool.
for demising
And
the
they'll
wall.
divide it up into two.
I mean, I get off the exit every day where the hotel is, and I looked one day and Crown Plaza was gone, or whatever it's called. It was gone. And they're having a brand new hotel in there, Fairfield by Marriott. But I mean, I take that exit every day, and I said to my husband one day, that hotel's gone.
Oh, that one did go before wetlands for an agent approval for the demising of the Octagon, I believe it was. So that did go before you guys.
Yeah.
I was probably again before my.
It takes a long time for the things to,
Yeah, right, right.
once you approve it, to
Right,
get,
okay.
so you have to remember, like, did we do something on that property?
Yeah, and I think that's one of the things we haven't
Yes.
gotten in a while.
Home Depot,
They
yes.
actually
We're waiting
tore
on
the
them to
whole
keep going.
hotel
We already
down.
had
They
the
didn't go to
meetings with
planning
them.
and zoning.
That's one of the things we haven't gotten in a while, is just kind of update on past
She
projects.
said the whole thing is
I
gone.
know we haven't had a lot lately, but we used to get kind of on a regular basis, just updates of where everything stood.
Yeah.
And can we get the list that, basically assigns the various projects to commissioners to kind of
Yeah, so we could.
keep an eye on? And
Yep.
we had a master list at one point that had all the projects, all the permits that were open, and
Where they are.
listed
Like
commissioners.
our pending applications list?
Well,
No, it
when
was
we
yeah.
approved something,
Okay.
you could assign, not you, but the
Right.
chair could assign one or two people, and that was their job to, just
keep an eye
on it.
on it.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. It would probably have to be updated.
Yeah.
It's been a while.
Yeah, it's probably been like 9,
Yeah.
10 months.
I'm sure we have a copy of the file somewhere in one of our emails. I can look for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm sure I want to.
Sounds good.
I'll make a motion to adjourn.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Meeting's adjourned.